to Boone. Safe, 4 runs. Opening boundary off the bat for Australia. He hasn't played a shot at that and he's out. Yep. Brian LBW to Marshall. Maybe it was a snake string, David. So Australia loses its first wicket with 19 runs on the board and Boone is out for 10. Good shot. Beautiful shot. That's the shot of the day so far. A glorious shot that was from Jeff Marsh. And a man who's from the country too is Jeff Marsh, as Courtney Walsh comes into the attack. Facing Malcolm Marshall. And the list Marsh taking full Tolliver, bringing up his second boundary. Really appreciating that. And it's always muck around with that one. You over from Walsh. Valetta. A spanking pull straight from Valetta. It mightn't go all the way. Come back for 2. Chase for Marshall. Let's have a look at his arm. Oh, absolutely superb. Safe, deliberate, and 4. Logie, he's on his way. That's the one they wanted prior to lunch. The vital wicket of Marsh. Caught Logie, bowled Ambrose for 27. Australia at 2 for 52. They're not cheering on Courtney Walsh as he bowls to Valetta. Could pick up 4 runs down the third man. Trying to chase of Richardson. Voted at 57. Your loss of 2 wickets. Plenty of sunshine here today. West Indian bowlers. Fine straight by Wood. That's 4, and he'll be happy with that close to lunch. The young lads getting ready for Kenga cricket aboard the Australian left-hander. The first ball after lunch. Ambrose to Wood. Wood, he's out. Wood is out. First ball after lunch.
Well, it's a sensational start for you, David. Very disappointed Graham Wood walking off after getting a very nasty delivery from Curtly Ambrose.
And a bail and he's out off the glove. Umpire Crafton has given Allan Border. Caught by Dujon off Ambrose for 4 and Australia 4 for 76.
Well, to say that was the wicket the West Indian wanted.
Must be out, didn't play a stroke. Same as David Boone. Malcolm Marshall bringing the one back after a couple of outswingers. A highly delighted Malcolm Marshall. His second wicket, and Australia 5 for 86. So Steve Waugh on his way for 4th. And the Australian Marshall off the short run, chopping and changing. Now for the first time in 21 balls, Valetta gets runs with a fine on drive. Chase for Ambrose. They'll come back for 3. Valetta will have to hurry. Good return in. Well done, Valetta. He did hesitate for a moment. I think it's all in good fun over there at the moment. That's a good shot. That's a great shot. That's 4. He's He's taken the odds to that, and that's a good lofty drive for 4. Good shot. That's a good shot. That ball might even go to the boundary. Rather than giving chase, I think you'll pick it up a couple of metres inside the fence, which he does. And the batsman come back for a third run. He's bowling. Trying to sweep. And Mike Valletta is out bowled. Trying to sweep that away, and it looks as if he's got the bottom edge and played it on. And Carl Hooper has picked up a wicket. And Valletta is out for 35 or 37. And there's a close. Logie, another wicket down. Ian Healy's on his way. The slow one from Courtney Walsh. Clever bowling. And Australia have lost their 7th wicket.
Yes, Roger, call it correctly. It was a clever bit of bowling.
Logie, sensational. Umpire Crafter raises the finger of the line of Gus Logie through the helmet. That was worth the entrance money. Absolutely brilliant.
That was a sensational catch, wasn't it, Roger? Gus picks up his 3rd catch to dismiss Craig. I don't know why Craig stood there. He obviously hit it. There was 2 noises. Gus Logie threw himself to his left, took a great catch, and we see Craig on his way for just 2, and the Australian innings now 8 for 140.
He's out. Matthews waited. He didn't seem to be too interested, so Walsh has got his 3rd wicket. Might have come off the glove. We'll wait on the replay. So Australia 9 down. And they're 9 down for 150. May in the air. And he's gone easily. What a good catch by Olivia Richards. His 100th catch in Test cricket. Well, what a 45 the score. Matthews on his way again to Haynes. Good shot. What a glorious shot. That's 4. Beautiful shot from Greenwich. Typical Gordon Greenwich cover drive. Not much back left, but look at that. Bang. 4 runs. Beautiful shot. What a glorious cover drive. Desmond Haynes. Matthews to Greenwich. Another no ball, and brilliant take from Healy. German to Greenwich. Superb delivery, well taken. Applause by Healy for his bowler. Tim May. To Greenwich. That struck superbly by Gordon Greenwich. He goes to 41. That's up to 91. Dive by Matthews. He's unsuccessful and go all the way to the boundary. Put on the 2nd only century partnership scored by the West Indies against Australia in Australia. That's gone all the way to the fence for 4. Good shot. Matthews took a fair bit of the pace of it, but I still think it's got just about enough, or has it, to get to the boundary. Let's have a look. 4 runs. Good shot. 4 runs. It really does slow up as it gets to that side of the field, though.
4. Can gear up the chase for that. The letter picks it out from the dog track, and that's none for 133. Greenwich is 63.
Well bowled, he's been given out. That's the breakthrough for Australia. Great catch by Ian Healy. He deserved it. And Desmond Haynes is on his way. The West Indies lose their first. Quite safe and 4 runs. Just away from Marsh and 4 runs. Certainly went after it. And Greenwich, exciting player to watch. He's played strikes all round the ground together in this innings. Safe. Big hit by Greenwich. It might be 6, but it's his second 6. Gordon Greenwich just picking it up and sweeping it over the fence. He's bowled him, has he? Gordon Greenwich has been bowled by May, so he counters a 6 to Greenwich, but a wicket to May, and Gordon Greenwich departs. Breakthrough for Steve Waugh. And he was thrown into jubilant. Allan takes the catch.
Well, he went for the big one. He's got the edge and got 4. The West Indies take the lead. Steve Waugh is not happy. He's hit that glorious shot from Richards for 4. That's a beautiful shot. That is the shot that only champion batsmen play. I think he's got his eye in. Oh, well fielded. Well, that was short. It was a bad ball, and it's got exactly what it deserved. So Richardson moves up to 20. 3 for 190 to score at the end of the over. Like that. He'll just about get there. It's a good chase. Touch and go. Allan loses the race. Shot. What a glorious shot. In the air, but wide. McDermott giving chase. Down in front of the Cricketers Club and 4 more. But that was the first really false stroke we've seen off the bat of Vivian Richards.
Sitting Steve Waugh. Imperious by Richards. He dismissed that delivery, and the West Indian captain moves on to 33, and the overall lead is 71 for the West Indies. Shot made to Richie, that will be 6. That is the shot of the match. Onto the greyhound track, just down in front of us. The crowd stands and applauds, and Viv Richards, absolutely magnificent.
in and out. It was there. Healy almost had time to... He's hit that. It's high in the air. McDermott getting underneath it. And he's out. 3 minutes ago, caught by Stephen Waugh on the slips.
Could be a catch to border. Loggie's on his way. May's got his third wicket. And the West Indies are 5 for 307. Must be close. He's out. Definitely out. And Richie Richardson has legged the 4 wicket to Tony Donomaid. The 6 wicket is down for 350. In the air, it's down towards the fine leg, and a great catch has been taken. Marvellous effort by Jim May. McDermott to Marshall. Away from the letter, and 4 runs. May's at third man and deep and wide. A deliberate strike from Malcolm Marshall. He'll be pounding in a lot today, bowling for the West Indies, but he plays for Donomaid. And it's well safe. Chase from McDermott, won't get there. So into the slot for Ambrose. He picks up his first boundary. Fine stroke. He doesn't move, Ambrose. He struck that right in the meat of the bat. That's the best shot of the morning. There's the luck. McDermott gets his second. Away from Donomaid, and that's 4. Ambrose doesn't move. He really hit that one. By the time Donomaid reacted.
So Craig McDermott on his way into Walsh. That's got to be close. That's out. Walsh, LBW to McDermott. And the big Queensland. Oh. He's out. LBW, Patterson. Donomaid. Picks up. Shot. That's 4. Thank you very much, said David Byrne. He can... Good shot. Beautiful shot from David Byrne. I don't think it'll be 4. The 3 runs to David Byrne to move up to 7.
Marshall will continue from the Bolton Street end to bowl to Byrne. Safe. Well safe, deliberate. Fine stroke, David Byrne. He's looked so positive. Caught behind. That's the breakthrough. Marshall counters. The opening wicket. Byrne is out. He's out for 12. Australia 1 for 14. Stuck on the pad, must be close, he's out. He had to be out. Ambrose with a Yorker. And Marsh is on his way. Lovely stroke by Waugh. Beautiful stroke by Steve Waugh. Stood up on his toes. Arthurton will make it. They'll come back for 2. Look at Arthurton's return. Not bad. In fact, excellent. Stephen Waugh. That is the shot of the day. It's not...
Good shot. Arthurton giving chase. It won't be 4. We've got 2. And Waugh says yes. The letter says no. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, Jeff Dujon. Beautiful shot. Lovely shot from Steve Waugh. Did he go close to the boundary? And it does. 4 runs.
He went right after that successfully. Flew high and crashed into the third man boundary. As Steve Waugh explodes up the last ball of the 11th over. So Walsh can be attacked. Walsh with the ladder. It's in the end. He should be caught. He will be caught. First ball by Walsh. Slipper takes the catch. It was an easy one. And Curtly Ambrose can't believe it. But the breakthrough for the West Indians. That quick change. Wood. Stuck on the pad. Must be close. He's out. First ball. So Graham Wood's on his way for nothing, and suddenly Australia are 4 for 65, and Walsh has 2 for none. He's got some more. He might even pick up 4 more. Walsh will have to hurry the practice wickets. And that's a good stroke. Marshall on the long one. Runs to border, that'll be 4. No third man, away from the diving Richardson. Walsh to Waugh. No ball, and it's full toll is taken over by Waugh. He really does play that stroke superbly. On the 1 foot, up on the toes, cracks it away. Back with
Shot from Allan Bourne. A glorious shot down the ground. Ambrose giving chase. Let's see whether it pulls up or not. The ball wins the race. Beautiful shot. It's a nice shot from Steve Waugh. After them giving chase, it won't be 4. He's very quick. The return on its way. Right next to the stumps. There's his half century. Steve Waugh, glorious shot down to the fence. And he brings up.
Haynes in close with Logie on the leg side. Haynes! That's the one the West Indies wanted. Ambrose has got the breakthrough in the first over of a new spell. Desmond Haynes, dashing Desmond. He normally smiles, but look at them. They know they'll wrap up the test match now unless there's something extraordinary happens here at the Gabba. Allan Border out for 41. Marshall to Waugh on 90. In the air, and he's been caught. Steve Waugh is out. Marshall's got that breakthrough, and Steve Waugh has denied his century. He's out for 90, and the West Indies know it won't be long before they wrap up the test match. The applause will be from the crowd of 7,545 for a gallant Steve.
Good shot. Runs here. The ball racing across the outfield. It slows up particularly towards this fence. So I don't think it's going to get there. It might even just stop. It does.
They've come back and completed 3.
It's high in the air. Ambrose getting underneath it. He should take the catch, and he has, and Healy's gone. Healy is out for 28, and Australia is 7 for 212, and Marshall takes his 3rd. That's out. Viv Richards takes the catch. Donomade's gone. Short Richards off Marshall for 7, and Marshall takes his 4th. 8 for 212. And now there is a very strong possibility that the match will be won by the West Indies by an innings.
Well played. Cleverly played by McDermott. That'll be 4. That's the efforts of Vicky Richardson. Well struck by Chris Matthews. He really thumped that back past the bowler. It mightn't go all the way. Completed 2, it should be 3. Here's with Walsh. That's a big hit by McDermott. It's gone very high. How far has it gone? It's 4. Right out near the sideboard attendant. That was a stand delivered. Well hit. Right in the middle of the bat. Away from Logie. Getting support from Walsh. Might go all the way. Gets the speeds on the wickets. I was really careful treading over there. Will they come back for 4? McDermott wants it. Go down, but McDermott was always going to make it. Big swing from McDermott. Should be 4. Walsh is taking chase from mid-off. He knows it's a boundary. Matthews. That's a big hit. That was smacked away by Chris Matthews. That's something. Straight back, thank you. I'll have 4 more, says Chris Matthews. Fantastic strike from Matthews. He virtually stood and clubbed it straight back past the bowler. This is a delightful response by... Should be caught. Should be caught by Atherton. The 9th wicket is down. So Matthews is out for 32.
He's out. That's the end of the innings. Hooper takes the catch. Ambrose takes his 3rd wicket of the innings. And Tim May leaves the scene, caught by Hooper in the gully for 5.